So Crimson Desert yesterday just shown an amazing showcase for the view. They did an overall feature in the game and how the open world actually is. And here are my thoughts after watching the, you can sort of say, preview. I am genuinely impressed by the amount of things in this game. It is one of the games that I feel like the concerns that I'm having with the game right now, it's kind of blowing me away with all these trailers, and I hope everything is in touch. So today I'm gonna give you my thoughts after watching the preview that they did on Crimson Desert. No matter what Crimson Desert might turn out to be, I know for a fact that I will be playing this game and I'll be there when the disaster or the glorious day of Crimson Desert actually happen. And to me, I feel like this game is gonna be a game of the year contender. I am super hyped for this game. Like, it just gives me a lot that it overpopulates my senses. Like, I'm genuinely serious about this. This game is insane and I would love to see like what the world feel like. I think they have already done that in this video, and they are gonna show progression and other forms of things to do in this game. And I think Crimson Desert might have the best traversal in an open world game, because from what I'm seeing, the game is just blowing my mind with each thing that it actually does. We also find out that we have wings in the game, and apparently you can glide. It is insane. And you also have a grappling hook that you could use to access so many places. Well, look at this. We have wings and we can glide, and we have grappling hooks that could also launch us up and do some traversal move with it. And basically there is a move that he can actually fly using that gliding, and it is actually insane. I know for gliding that you have to get to a high point or you sail down smoothly to the ground. I like those ideas, but the one thing that shocks me and I really think is really great is they are not giving you these features for just features. You are actually gonna use those wings to actually traverse in the world, and I think it is really amazing, and I would love to see more of how this thing is actually utilized in the game. We also found out you'll be having outposts and strongholds you'll be clearing up in the game, which is actually more coincidental to Ubisoft games. But I don't mean it in a bad way. I think there's a lot to do, and what you actually do with those 10 strongholds is actually amazing. When you liberate those strongholds, a lot of people are able to move in, and rightful properties will be returned to the rightful owners. And I think those two could open up some new quests in the games. That is what some of the developers, after listening to so many interviews, said about the game, and I think it is really incredible that they are able to achieve that, because in most games is when you have outposts and clear the outposts, it is just there for the challenges. But this one, you actually liberate the stronghold, and a lot of people come to live in the stronghold. It makes the place safe to travel again. It kind of also remind me of Ghost of Tsushima a little bit, because they have those kind of mechanics, and I think it's really thoughtful. They also confirmed that we'll be having 5 countries in the game, and one is apparently called the Crimson Desert. Get it? The name of the video, Crimson Desert, and it is a desert-like place filled with outlaws and lawlessness in the place. So that place will be kind of bizarre, and it's also the place that we saw the raptor being used in the game, and I think it is very insane. We also have a country that had apparently modern technology, not this modern technology, but high advanced golems and all these other things in the game. They use guns in the game, bro. I am so excited for the game. And we also have a country dedicated to the Greymings, which your faction is also part of, and that is insane. I mentioned factions earlier because they have factions in the game, which, due to the player interaction with each factions, will be able to determine whether you join the good side or the bad side based on your decision. And it will also open up a lot of advantages by signing up with the right faction. It gets to open up like new shops and items that are for saleable for you because you are good with that faction. And I also like that idea. I think they should go really hard on the idea, because it will really make sense, and I would love to see it. We also have the Abyss in the game, which is basically the floating islands that we see in the gameplay trailers and everything. And the pieces of those worlds has begun to fall into the continent of Pyrewell, and you are tasked to collect those artifacts because it holds great power. Put in the wrong hands and it could bring a whole lot of trouble. So you are in charge of collecting these things and using them as you see fit, and it's also connected to progression in the game for your character to become actually stronger. So it makes sense for you to actually take them. Some will be hidden in plain sight, others will be hidden within dungeons, and it is also confirmed to have dungeons within a dungeon and side quests connected to each other. And we also having a lot of mounts in the game, bro. We have bears, we have raptors, we have dragons, and we will be piloting a mech too. Like, that is insane to me as a Ghanaian. Like, I am really looking forward to this game. This game sounds like my childhood game, the games that I've always been dreaming about. It is even quintessential to isekai animes, and I'm really loving the ideas of all these things being put together. I just hope that the developers are actually able to deliver on these promises, because it will make a great game. I promise you, Crimson Desert is gonna be a game of the year contender, and you should have your eyes peeled for this game, because I am getting excited and I can't wait to see more about the game, because I am genuinely super excited for this game. And that is it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. If you're Ghanaian too, let me know as you're watching this video, and thank you. Bye bye, see you on the next video.